Fires in California. I've got a very disturbing news item to share with you. The media is making hay, if you will, out of this bad news of California on fire, claiming that insurance companies are leaving people high and dry by cancelling their policies and basically just before the fires broke out so they wouldn't have coverage. To sell media, they're wording it in such a way that it does look like that's the case. However, it's not true. I'm going to share with you because people are very concerned about this today. This is just being shared with me, and it's really quite disgusting that while people are losing their homes in California, the media is trying to cash in on it and turn it into a story. Look at this. This is just out. We've got several sources saying the same thing. And it says here, yes, State Farm ended insurance coverage for many in the Palisades in 2024. We've seen similar headlines like this, sort of implying, because it will get people to watch and it will get people to, engage with it. And it's why I'm covering it. You'll watch this as well. But also, I want to bring this to people's attention because it's not true. It's not the case at all. Let me explain exactly what's going on in here. If I scroll down, State Farm cited catastrophe exposure as one reason it wasn't renewing policies. Now, that's the truth. It wasn't renewing policies for many Californians, including those in the Los Angeles Pacific Palisades. But if you read the title, and there's many of these media reports going out now saying insurance companies ended coverage as if they were dropped in the doo-doo just before the event happened. We had another one a few moments ago, State Farm, saying that they cancelled policies. They cancelled policies back in June in the summer. They didn't cancel policies. They just didn't allow you to renew. So anyway, let me explain a bit more. Strong Santa Ana winds and drought conditions have led to a number of devastating fires in and around Los Angeles this week, including one in the Pacific Palisades neighborhood that has been described as one of the most destructive natural disasters in Los Angeles history. Some people on social media have expressed outrage after viral posts on social media claimed insurance company State Farm cancelled hundreds of homeowners' policies last summer in Pacific Palisades. Did State Farm end homeowners insurance coverage last year? And this is very, very different when you get down to it. Yes, true. What we found on March 20th to 2024, State Farm announced it wouldn't renew 30,000 homeowners insurance policies in California, including more than 1,000 policies in Los Angeles Pacific. You know what? I've read enough. I don't need to read any more. This is all manipulation of a title to get you to watch. This is wrong. Let me come back and explain what's actually happening firsthand, because I have experienced the same thing myself. I am in Texas, and this year our insurance company would not renew our policy because there's a lot more hail in this area. It didn't suddenly cut the policy just before the hail hit because they read on the weather forecast that a hailstorm was coming in. They just didn't renew it. So when we came to renew our policy, we couldn't get coverage, and only a couple of places were doing it. So our premium went through the roof. We had the choice to have no insurance, sell the house, get the hell out of here, or pay a higher premium. Our original insurer was not insuring us. That's just the way things work. Now, I'm not with the insurance companies. I'm not against them, but do understand what they actually are. They are a business, and they cannot pay out money they don't have. They have to make profit from those that pay the insurance premiums on the ones that don't claim for the ones that do. If we've now got a situation where they feel that the risk has gone up and it's extremely likely for houses in California to catch on fire, knowing how much the house prices are and the cost to them, knowing they can't pay it out, the responsible thing to do for them and the insurers is to cancel the policy when it's due for renewal. Because if they hold it in place, they won't be able to pay it out if needed. It's the right thing to do. It's difficult for you, however, if you then can't get insurance, but then that's the risk you take in anything. There are places in England that live by rivers where we now get flooding that have no insurance at all. They can't sell their houses because nobody will buy a house on a mortgage. They can't get a mortgage on it. They're stuck with it. That's life. Life is unfair, but it's also fair at the same time, because if you promise people one thing and can't deliver it, it's not going to work, is it? However, what we've got now in mainstream media and social media is people being told and led to believe that insurance companies are cancelling policies and all the rest of it just before the fire hit. It's not the case. Now, just for full disclosure, I don't represent insurance companies. I don't represent anyone. My job on this channel is to always break through the nonsense, break through the BS, and give you the truth. This is news media trying to sell stories in any way they can, because everyone's now looking at what's going on in California. It's very, very sad that people need to do this. It's not the case, though. We do send out our thoughts for all those affected by what's going on. Very sad to hear today that a lot of it is being caused on purpose by arsonists who are setting fire. It's tragic. Now we've got people looting people's homes. It's a tragic, tragic situation. But once again, it shows you and highlights, no matter where you live in the world, America or the richest part of Los Angeles, wherever it might be, we are no force for nature. As the fire department are now saying, we can't put this fire out until the wind changes. We haven't got the resources, the power, the strength to do it. There's nothing they can do to stop it. And it's very sad that this is happening. But be under no illusion, there's not a conspiracy going on. There's not a big insurance fraud going on trying to stuff it to everybody. The reality is, when the policies were due for renewal, the company did not offer and underwrite new policies for you to get coverage. That's it. At that point, you decide to sell up, get out of there, or take it as it is. But they can't afford to insure properties when they know the chances of paying out is so high that everyone's going to claim they wouldn't be able to pay out. Leave me your thoughts and comments below. Is it right that the media are using this as an opportunity to sell and incite violence and anger and misinformation? I think it's disrespectful to the people that have lost their homes, and it's just, again, human behavior at its worst. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description. I apologize for my obvious clickbait title, Fire BS, but it's what it is. I'm telling you what it is. I delivered in my message, and yes, myself, in a way, I've also cashed in on it, but by selling this news to people. But at least it's the truth, and try to correct the nonsense out there. But just by reporting on it, there's no way you can avoid gaining in some way. But just so you know, if this video gets 1,000 views, I'll earn $1, just so you know. All right, so it is what it is. Over here, I shall put some more information that you might find useful, and down here, another video you might find useful as well. Thank you, Fight Channel. I appreciate the animation there. He's watching in the behind the scenes. Until next time, as always, take care of yourselves and each other.